Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a fun one. I have a huge favorites video, and when I say huge, I mean huge. I pulled out so many products for this video. I could not stop pulling, especially makeup. I have a lot of makeup in this video. I think it's because I've re-fallen in love with makeup again. My son is 11 months old now. I'm finding a little bit more time for myself. I can wake up on the earlier side and not feel completely out of it. He's sleeping through the night now. The weather's getting nicer, so I'm more out and about more, so I've had a reason to put myself together now. And yeah, I've just been having more fun with it. So I have a lot of makeup products to talk about, some skincare, a moisturizer, a body bronzer, a couple foundations that I'm loving, and then I have some fails. All right, so the first product is unfortunately not available anymore on Ulta, but you can still get this on CoverFX's website, and I thought it was worth a mention because I cannot put this down. This is the CoverFX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. My skin has been super dry and parched recently. It is very rare, depending on the product, that my makeup isn't cracky and flaky at the end of the day. There's a lot of foundations that I'll talk about one in a second that has been saving my skin recently, but I think this has a lot to do with it as well. But after I powder, I just use a little bit of loose setting powder, and I do a couple quick sprays of this, and it just pulls everything together. It has this light refreshing mist, and it leaves, oh, it feels so good too. It leaves this gorgeous dew on your skin. Not overly dewy, but just enough to give your skin that skin-like, satin-like finish. It's just beautiful. It's such a good product. I don't know why CoverFX is going away from Ulta. Also, I think on Sephora, I don't think this is available, but you can still obviously get CoverFX's products on their website. So I'm gonna link this down below. It's so good. My favorite setting spray, hands down, it's the best. So if you have dry skin especially, I think you'll love it. And then a lipstick I've really been enjoying recently, the Bite Beauty Sugarcane Power Move lipstick. So I have this on in combination with the LA Girl, oh, I'm losing my voice this morning, my goodness. The LA Girl matte lipstick in the shade Hush. This is more of like a bright pink coral on the outside of my lips. And then I have the Bite on the inside of my lips. And this is a muted down pinky nude that's really nice and wearable. It goes on so smoothly. Another product that I saw has been discounted a lot recently. Hopefully these aren't going anywhere because these are some of my favorites. I just love this. A couple other lipstick products, or I should say lip products, that I've been loving as well. The Aura Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, this lip mask has been my go-to. This is the Aura Cosmetics Plush Ritual Ceramide Lip Treatment. This is such a treat for your lips. It makes your lips so buttery, so smoothing on the lips, and it's such a satisfying lip mask. It instantly makes your lips plumper, smoother, and more soft. I cannot get enough. The shade is this gorgeous taupey nude. I do wish it had a little bit more of a pinky undertone to it, but what I love about it is the fact that it cancels out all my redness, and it just brings like this nudie flush to my lips. I'll apply it over what I just put on. I did put this on in my recent Get Ready With Me on my Instagram page. That was a fun reel to do. It just looks so nice on the lips. You can use it as a topper underneath lipstick, and it just ups the shine as well. But my favorite part about this is how moisturizing it is. The packaging feels so special. It comes with this little jade scooper on the top, which is so fun. So yeah, I just have been loving this. It's definitely a splurgy product, but I think it's worth it. You're getting your money's worth there. And then while we're on the topic of nude glosses, let's talk about the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. I got this as a free perk when I stocked up on my favorite brow pencil. This is a beautiful color. This is the Milk and Honey Milky Gloss. It reminds me of the Bellini Buxom Gloss. So pretty, but the Buxom glosses are a little bit more sticky. They do have more lasting power, but this is beautiful on the lips. It's really buttery smooth, and let's put this on top of the other 4 lip products that I have on. Why not? It doesn't add a whole lot of color, but it's really satisfying to use, and I just love it for an everyday gloss. It's just like smooth and creamy on the lips. Creamy is a good word for it. And I love the shade. So yeah, another one of my favorite lip products that I cannot get enough of recently. So this next moisturizer is so good, and I've been avoiding it for a while. I'll tell you why in a second. But this is the Verse Dewpoint Moisturizing Gel Cream. This has green tea leaf extract in here. There's also squalene. There's jojoba seed oil. No fragrance. It's fragrance free. It's a light jelly-like moisturizer that keeps the bounce in your skin. You really don't need a lot of this, but this is so silky and velvety smooth on the skin. And I avoided this for a while because everybody talked about how great it was for their oily skin. People said it was this lightweight moisturizer, but still hydrated the skin. And I love their rich cream so much, I just never felt like I needed anything more. But they did send this out to me, so I gave it a shot, and oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous on the skin. It's so hydrating. Again, so velvety smooth and silky on the skin. And it's thin, but it still packs a punch with the hydration. Love the ingredients. It's lightweight on the skin, but so moisturizing. It's going to be great for the summer. I almost think it's as moisturizing as their Rich Cream, but the Rich Cream is slightly thicker. So this is just the next best thing. This is so good and I cannot get enough. All right, next up, I think I've talked about these before, but these are drying drops for nail polish. These are the Drop and Go Polish Drying Drops, and these are just a savior. You guys, I cannot do my nails if I can't find my drying drops. It just is not happening. With 3 under 5, I'm always changing a diaper, opening up fruit snacks. It never fails that somebody asks me for something after I do my nails, so sometimes it's just not even worth it. But now I can enjoy doing my nails and just put on a couple of these drops on each fingernail, and this dries my nails within a matter of minutes. It is amazing, and it also hydrates my cuticles as well. I love this. I get this on Amazon. It is amazing. I'll include my Amazon link down below. My favorite nail product, hands down. So good. Next up is a product I never knew I needed. I thought it was kind of ridiculous, but I am so glad I have this in my life right now. It just makes things that much easier. This is the Revolution Glow Body Brush. I've been using this for body bronzer, and it is the coolest thing ever. First of all, not only does it keep my hands clean when I'm applying these bronzers, but it's also the perfect shape. The brush is so soft, and it's Makeup Revolution, so it's affordable, and it applies the bronzer so easy, evenly, streak-free. It's so seamless. I just cannot believe I've been applying these without a brush, and it is just amazing. It's a big time saver too, because you're not having to obviously wash your hands off when you apply these. My 2 favorites that I wanted to mention too, the Vidal Liberated Body Blur. I just wore this recently. My legs right now are pasty white, and I just needed some evenness. I wanted a sun-kissed glow to my legs, and this is great because it evens out the tone in your legs. It almost acts as a body makeup, but it still adds a little bit of glow, but you're getting that coverage as well. It goes on so nicely. I love the shade Latte, so let me demonstrate, and then you can see how this brush works too. But it applies these so quickly, so easily. How good is this color too? Some of these body bronzers can look so fake on the skin, but this has no orangey, no warmth to it. It has the perfect neutral tone. I love it. Obviously I didn't do a good job blending there, but it does blend in really seamlessly. I love this product, love it. It's so great. And then another one I've been loving, more so for my neck area and my chest, this is by Beauty Pie. This is the Awesome Bronze Luxe Shimmer Oil Body Balm. I thought this was gonna be a limited time item, but it's still available, so you guys can still get your hands on it. This is not as dark. This is a very subtle skin tint. Pick up some more. This has like a jelly consistency, and it's really hydrating on the skin. And this applies even easier than the Vidal Liberated. This goes on just a little bit more silky smooth, and just not as much color and tint to it. But see how it gives just a little bit of a glow, just a very subtle sun-kissed look to your skin. So if you're not looking to go overboard, this is a great option as well. You're not gonna get the coverage with this, but you will get the coverage with the Vidal Liberated. And then my new favorite sponge. You guys, I will never buy another sponge again. This sponge is $6 and it is amazing. This is by e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is their concealer sponge. Look how big it is. This is a concealer sponge, but oh my gosh, it expands to this large size. It's so soft. It applies just the perfect amount of product. It's not too porous. It's just perfect. It's super soft. I love it. I love, love, love this. For all over the face, I use this all over, and also for concealer, powder, it's great. I need to buy more of these. These are amazing. I do not need another sponge. This is perfection. Perfection in a sponge. I love this. Beauty blenders, I've used them. They're good. They are. They're really good, but I feel like this is just as good, if not better. I like this size better, and I feel like this is a little softer than the Beauty Blender, so I love this. Yeah, $6. You can get it at Ulta. Cannot get enough. And then just a quick honorable mention to the List Beauty Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I only tried a sample of this, so I won't spend too much time, but wow, is this good. It's so moisturizing. It makes your skin very, very dewy and skin-like. lightweight. I love a lightweight foundation, very hydrating. It's a beautiful finish, and I need to purchase this full size. I'm getting it. I tried the shade LN6, and I just thought it was a really good shade match. I might need it maybe a shade darker since the summer months are coming, but this is a beautiful foundation. I avoided it being that it was a light to medium. I do like more of a medium finish, but it blends up to medium very easily. You get really nice coverage with it, and it just wears beautifully. I love this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna purchase the full size. I did try out the concealer. It's lightweight, it's nice, but I did find that it creased on me, so not a huge fan of the concealer, but the foundation was beautiful. I thought it was more moisturizing than the concealer was. All right, speaking of a moisturizing concealer, nothing beats the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, the full coverage anti-aging waterproof concealer. It is amazing, my favorite. I did that whole concealer testing video last year. This blew everyone out of the water, and ever since then I've been trying out these new concealers. I just picked up the Rose Ink concealer. I just talked about the Liss Beauty concealer. I'll talk about the Kosas concealer in a second, but this still is my favorite. There's something about the wear of this throughout the day. If you have a dry under eye, you know how some concealers are moisturizing, but they can still break up, they still sink into your line. It never looks cracky throughout the day. Every other concealer, regardless how hydrating they are, they're bound to still sink into fine lines and still end up looking a little cracky. This is just amazing how it just, the oils in it almost transform into your skin and just blend into your skin, and it blends seamlessly. It brightens so well. The coverage is insane, such full coverage. It's a beautiful concealer. I haven't found one quite like this, so let me know if you have something that compares, but yeah, nothing has beat this. It's so good. Now the Kosas concealer. I've been trying this out for at least a month now. This is really good. You guys saw my review on the foundation. Did not get along well with the foundation. I thought it really showed pores and texture, and I was disappointed by the coverage. But this, you're getting full coverage, and it's so thin. Oh my gosh, it's so lightweight on the skin. It's really comfortable on the skin, and it is hydrating. I don't think it's as hydrating as the It Cosmetics, but it has this like watery component to it that makes it like a plumping concealer as well. Now, I did find as it wears throughout the day, this did crack and sink into my fine lines ever so slightly. So I do like it more as just more so of an inner corner brightening concealer. And then also for concealing my dark spots, it's a great spot corrector. But underneath the eyes, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, I feel like you'll be disappointed in the fact that this does sink into fine lines. Now, the one plus though, you can pat it out just like the It Cosmetics, so I do appreciate that. It doesn't set completely. So if you have a dry under eye, I think you'll love this, and I can see why people just rave about this, but it's still my It Cosmetics still beats this out. So yeah, until I find another one that's as hydrating, I'm still gonna recommend this time and time again. I just love this. It Cosmetics has really been having a lot of amazing sales on their website. As a matter of fact, oh wait, no, I got this from the Ulta sale. The It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Illumination version, I just restocked on this. This was 50% off during the Ulta sale, and I love this finish. I'm wearing it today. Full coverage, it's hydrating, smoothing, it's beautiful. I love it. And I do feel like they've taken down the illumination factor to this. I don't know, I feel like there's not as many glittery flecks as there used to be, but there's something about the dewiness from afar. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. I just love it. My shade was sold out. Unfortunately, I'm wearing the shade Fair Light. Usually I'm light, but I do feel like right now it's a pretty good shade match, so I think I will hold on to it. So I wanted to mention that too, since we were talking about It Cosmetics. Another product I've refallen in love with is the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum. This is such a beautiful bronzer that blends into the skin so easily. The shade is just beautiful, and it really warms up your skin. I use this on the apples of my cheeks and kind of around the temples, and it just gives that sun-kissed look that looks really natural. Love it. This is super old. I need to get a new one. I know they have new packaging, but I just wanted to mention it. I think it's a really great product. A lot of these facial bronzers don't complement other products, but this blends with products really nicely. I use it a lot with, sometimes if I put on the Biosense oil, I'll apply it on top of that, and it blends in really easily with this. Never flakes. If anything, this is extra moisturizing on my skin. I just love this product. It's really great. I don't know if the new product is reformulated or if it's just new packaging, but I forgot about this, and yeah. Another tool that I've been loving is by BK Beauty. This is their 106 brush. This is a foundation or concealer brush. I've used it for both. I really love the size of it because you can get into the inner corners in between your nose and your eye for concealer, but I've actually been loving this for my Color Science Flex sunscreen. It applies it so quickly and so evenly. The one thing about that sunscreen, it's a pigmented sunscreen, so obviously your hands are a mess after you use it, but this just makes the application super easy and quick, and no streaking with this brush whatsoever. It's so soft. Cannot get enough of BK Beauty brushes. And I just feel like it's rare to see a foundation brush that is this small of a size. I'm not even sure if this is meant for foundation, but I think the size is perfect. I don't really like an oversized foundation brush. Their other one, the flat one that's slanted, is also amazing as well, but actually this one I've been using a lot more. So yeah, I just wanted to give this a mention too because I've been using this a ton. And then that brow pencil that I was mentioning, the NYX Cosmetics. This is the Precision Brow Pencil. I have the shade Ash Brown. It has a square tip to the top, so it makes just applying your brow hairs really easily, and they're natural looking too, and it's very pigmented, so it goes on easily. I shouldn't say very pigmented. It's not like, it doesn't overdo it. I tried out some brow pomades that are just too intense, and this is just subtle enough, but the pigment is rich enough to make it easy to apply, if that makes sense. Some of them are dry and you have to press down on your eyebrows, but it stays put and it's still long wearing throughout the day. So this is my favorite brow pencil, hands down. This is another product you saw me apply on my Instagram page. I just love it. And then another product that I wore in that video was the Forever Long Wear Winged Liner by Flower Beauty. This is a dark brown shade. This is the Dark and Stormy shade. It looks really natural on the eyes. Goes on really easily. It has that marker felt tip, which I love for a winged liner. It makes it really easy to apply, and just a couple quick flicks of the wrist and you're done. It's a great product. It stays put. It doesn't bleed into the eye. It doesn't run, which I appreciate. My eyes have been so watery recently. I know that's a sign of dry eye. It's probably because I never take my contacts out. But yeah, even with my runny eyes that never smudges, it's a beautiful eyeliner. I love that it stays put. It's long wearing, and I like that deep brown color. It's really nice and natural, but it still gives a little something to your eye look. So yeah, love that eyeliner. And then I have to shout out the Biosense 100% Squalene Oil. I've been flying through this recently. Again, I've been super dry. I've really been liking this for my chest and neck. I've been using the Sunday Riley Luna Oil, which that has a retinol in it, so it can be, not that it dries out my skin because it has an oily base, but it does make my skin a little sensitive, and I find that this is really reparative for my chest and my neck, and it's so smoothing. It gives your skin a youthful appearance, and it's just a nice lightweight oil. Oh gosh, it goes on so easily. Super nourishing to the skin. I love it. And then the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I just thought this was an overly hyped TikTok makeup product that just got its hype because of the name, but it is so good. It gives just enough hydration, but it still allows your foundation to stick. I use it just like on my nose and around the pores of my nose and on my inner cheeks, and it fills my pores, but it's not overly silicone-y. It doesn't have that slip, so it does have just enough grip to it, but it's not too grippy, if that makes sense. Just a little bit of stick to it, but it's still hydrating. It's really, really good. So I want to get the full size of this. I really have been enjoying this. All right, let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. I was so close to picking up the new Jaclyn Hill palette. She released, I think it's a collection with her mom. Beautiful shades in there, nice neutrals with some pops of colors. There's a green in there, there's a pop of purple. But it's $49 and there's no mirror. Is it me, or does anybody else avoid buying a makeup palette if there's no mirror in it? If it's a cheap palette, obviously it's not a big deterrent for me, but these bigger palettes, I want a mirror. I know things are costing a lot these days, but I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. But if you guys are interested and if you do want to see a review on that palette, I will pick it up. But I don't know. At first, I have to say, that was a little turn off for me. Let me know if am I the only one? I don't know. I just love a mirror and an eyeshadow palette. I want to know that I'm getting my money's worth, and I want to be able to travel with it. And that is just an added bonus for travel. So one palette that I have been reaching for a ton, I've rediscovered my love for this, is the Naked Reloaded palette by Urban Decay. This is so good. It has so many good neutrals in here, and it has these two larger pans that are great for bases. So you have this shade over here that's more of an eggshell shade, and then the shade Blur is great for kind of contouring the eye and just lifting the eye. It's a perfect neutral color. I love that these are included. You get your champagne color, you get your nice neutral mid-tone brown, this deep brown, And then you have the shade Boundaries. That is a warmer brown to kind of amp up your look a little bit if you want to go for more of that warm toned look. But I just love it because it has everything I need in it. I don't have to reach for another palette. I feel like there's this trend recently with these neutral eye palettes having missing shades. Or maybe it's me, maybe it's my preferences, but I like to see that champagne color. I want an inner corner pop. I want a base color. I want more neutral tones. But the shades just go a little bit more warm than I would like, or they're missing that base color. So maybe it's just my preferences. So yeah, it's making me rediscover my old favorite neutral eyeshadow palettes. And then also a newer one that I've been using a lot is this one by Essence Cosmetics. This is their Dancing Green palette. There's 6 different shades of these. This obviously is the green tone one. The logo has already worn off here, but what do you expect with a $4 palette? But you are getting a mirror, you're getting your base color, and you also are getting this mid-tone brown, and then these pops of green. It's just a perfectly balanced, colorful eyeshadow palette. Like, you're getting your neutrals, but you still get those pops, which I appreciate. And I just love greens. I did wear this in my, ooh, what video was it? I'll link it above. I think it was my last video, but I really like how that look turned out. It was colorful, but still toned down at the same time. But I like that I can keep this in my makeup bag, and I still have my neutral shades for every day too, if I don't want to go for the poppy green. All right, another makeup tool I wanted to talk about because I cannot do my eyeshadow without this brush. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. I've talked about this before. It is the perfect brush for that outer corner definition because it has some bend to it and it has the fluffiness too, so it gives you that nice blend, but it doesn't make the line look harsh. So let me do a quick demonstration so you guys can see what I mean. So when I do my eyeshadow, I usually do like a mid-tone brown and then I go into my deeper shade. So I always use this for my deeper shade. So I'm going to go into this Endgame shade in this Urban Decay palette. So I just go on the outer corner and I just do my V just like this. And again, it has that flexibility to make that application super easy. Tap off some excess here, and then you can just blend it out to the inner corner, and it just makes it so easy. See how it almost gives you that appearance of a cut crease? You can see the difference between the 2 lids right there. But it just makes it so easy. I love this brush. It's super soft. Some of the brushes in this collection, I will warn you, aren't the softest. But I do feel like you're getting a lot for your money. The couple of the other ones I use a ton as well. But this one I use all the time. Cannot get enough. All right, so getting into the end here, 2 fails. The first one by Essence Cosmetics. This is the Double Trouble Mascara. Man, I had such high hopes for this because the brush is so nice and fluffy, but the brush still has that definition to it. So I thought it would give this nice like fanned out appearance. And it does lift the lashes really nice. You do get a nice curl from this, but I'm not getting the volume I like from this at all. It gives, again, it gives the definition, but yeah, I just want more oomph to it. Now it does wear really nicely, which kudos to Essence because, oh my gosh, another favorite. I mean, so many. Here, I have one in front of me. This is the Essence, one of the Lash Princess, the Curl and Volume. I like the original Lash Princess as well, but these do smudge pretty easily, but you can't beat the price, so I will always repurchase these. One of my favorite mascaras. So I'm excited that Essence has improved their longevity. This wears so great. I can apply this on my lower lashes. It doesn't smudge, no raccoon eyes whatsoever, but I just wish it had more volume. So unfortunately, it just did not live up to my hope. And this is called a Definition and Volume Mascara, so it promises the volume, but I just didn't get the volume here, but I appreciate the long wear of this. And then last but not least, the Indie Lee New Mineral Sunscreen. This is an SPF of 30, a broad spectrum. This is fragrance free. It has 20% zinc oxide in here. Unfortunately, this just has too intense of a white cast for me, and there's just too many other good SPFs on the market to put your money towards this one. Like, look how bright this is. It does dissipate. It takes a while, but it will dissipate down, but there's still a cast left there. I did find that it wore nicely under makeup, but I still wished there was more hydration. Like, it didn't keep my skin super hydrated. And I felt like I was intentionally bringing down the amount of sunscreen that I would normally apply just to avoid that white cast, which is the complete opposite you want to do with an SPF. I want to love my SPF formula. I just want to slather it all over me. And if it's, you know, if it has a strong white cast, I'm just not going to go ham with it. And I wish this was a little bit more moisturizing as well. It does have a nice grip to it, so it does, again, wear well underneath makeup. And I didn't find that there's any pilling with it, but that white cast was just too intense. I'll probably save this for the summer for my kids. And yeah. It's fragrance free too, which was nice, but unfortunately that white cast was just way too strong. All right, guys, but that brings us to the end of this favorites and fails. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if there's any favorites that you guys have for the month, any new releases coming that you're excited about. Did you guys see the new Jonas Road foundation? Man, that is really intriguing me. It's a foundation balm almost, but it's more silky than, say, what was the one? Oh, the Kevin Aquan balm was a big fail. That was so drying. But this has this like silky, moussey texture to it, and it's a foundation that gives a medium coverage finish. So that is really intriguing me. I know Jonas Road is getting a lot of hype these days. I haven't tried anything by that brand, but thinking about picking that up. And then the Jaclyn Hill palette, let me know if you guys are interested because it did have some really pretty tones in it. Just that no mirror situation for 50 bucks, that kind of turned me off. But if you guys are interested, I'll pick it up. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else you'd be interested in reviewing. Thank you again for watching. You guys are the best, and I will see you guys in my next video.